everybody, good morning and welcome back to Breakfast with Ben. Today is a very special edition of Breakfast with Ben. Every once in a while on this channel, we are going to do a Business Over Breakfast episode where I answer someone's question about usually marketing, because that is generally my expertise: marketing, live streaming, video content creation, production, stuff like that. But we'll answer questions about literally anything on this show. This is live, so if you do have a question, you can put it in the comments and I will answer it. Happy to do that. Like I said, my name is Ben Barber. I am the president of 321 Westerly, which is a title that I just made up. Did not clear that with Patrick. So, I mean, who knows? I'm one of the two people. I'm one of the owners of 321 Westerly. I am also one of the owners of 321 Media, where I serve as the head of brand marketing and creative. And I've been doing this for 18 years. As a matter of fact, it's still 18 years, but the Friday is my 36th birthday, which is crazy. And I've been doing this since I was 17. So almost 19 years. But anyway, we're really excited about this show. Today, like I said, I'm going to be answering a marketing question. If you have any questions, put them in the chat. That's great. Today's show is brought to you in part by Kiefer's Martial Arts. If you are looking to sign up or sign up your children to have a great after-school activity hobby or anything like that, where they can learn discipline and perseverance and so much more, check out Kiefer's Martial Arts. You can use code 321 to get 50% off your 2-week trial. There'll be more on that at the end, but it's also unofficially brought to you by Fresh Cup, because I love Fresh Cup. And it wouldn't be Breakfast with Ben if I wasn't having breakfast. So today I am answering a question, and that question is, how can I build my online presence for my small business? That is a fantastic question. How can I build my online presence for my small business? So first and foremost, you need to show up, right? You cannot build an online presence for your small business if you're not showing up on if you're not showing up on the 6 or 7 major social platforms that matter, then you're nowhere when it comes to that for your small business, for online presence. The days of having a website and just being decent at your SEO and just being good at being found on Google, it doesn't work as much anymore. It's not as effective. 90-something% of the world spends a lot of their time, like hours and hours and hours every single day, on their phone. And if you're not in front of them on their phone, so many less people walk by small businesses every day. Foot traffic is down across the board everywhere. So the first thing that we have to say is, why is it important? Why is it important to build a presence online for your small business? Because that's where the people are. And if you're not putting yourself where the people are, I equated this once to someone having a website, because they said, Ben, I have an amazing website. How come I'm not getting business from it? And I said, what are you doing on social media? What are you doing with ads? What are you doing with Google? Do you do anything with pay-per-click? Do you do anything with organic social media? Are you doing anything? And they said, no. And I said, so essentially, Your website is like you have a flyer for your business and you stuck that flyer on the front door of your house, and then hopefully people that knock on the door of your house that are already coming for you, already want to find you for whatever reason, are already trying to get to your house. They might see that you offer whatever products that you offer. Anybody else, they don't know who you are, they don't know what you're doing, they don't know why, and they're not looking for you, right? But if you can create content on, like I said, the 5 to 7 social media platforms that matter right now, then you can let people know who you are. It's the difference of tacking a flyer for your business to the front door of your house or putting it up in the mall in the 80s, right? If you could have a front page article in the local newspaper that was a goodwill piece, that was a puff piece about your business every single day on the front page of your local newspaper in 1985, would you do it? For free. Because that is the ability that you have with social media. So, how do you build your online presence? You show up. Number one, you show up. You have to show up. So, if you don't have a Facebook page for your business, if you don't have an Instagram page for your business, an Instagram account for your business, if you don't have a LinkedIn, especially if you're B2B, if you don't have a YouTube is the world's second largest search engine behind Google. If you don't have a TikTok is the third. It is emerging as the third biggest search engine. If you do not have those things, Twitter X is still important in many businesses. Threads doesn't have the amount of traffic yet, but it could be important. And if you have an Instagram, you have a Threads, and it gives you an opportunity to create simpler content. These are all of the places that you need to show up to start to build your online presence for your business. And yes, it's important to have a good website, and it's important to have a website that can serve as the front door of your business on the internet. It's a good thing to have a website that people can click back to and find out more information, that can serve as a sales funnel for you, that you can very easily click and find out information and capture leads and get people into your CRM, and then be able to follow up with them and nurture them into clients. That's all very important. But if you're not showing up in the places that matter, then no one's going to get to that next step. So to build an online presence, you have to show up, and you have to give people a reason to know, like, and trust you, which means you need to create content. You need to be authentic. You need to then use that organic content, because organic content probably is not going to be as effective as you hope that it would be. Yes, you could post a TikTok today and get 500,000 views. You could post an Instagram or Facebook reel today and get thousands of views on your first try. You could post a YouTube short and get thousands of views on your first try. I know it. I've done it with many clients. Does that turn into business? Not always, and not always right away. But if you're going to place ads on social media, which is the singular lowest price ad you could possibly buy, the amount of exposure for the price on social media advertising is less than anything in history when it comes to the amount of eyeballs that are going to see your ad, the amount of detailed targeting that you can do to make sure that the right people see your ad that are most likely to buy from you. These are all extremely, extremely, extremely important things. And you need to use organic content as a roadmap to what you should be talking about. So when we post things about certain things, or when we talk about certain subjects, or the style of post that we do, it's important to then take a look at those analytics and go, what's working, what's not working, and then double down on what's working, right? So that is what the goal is every time you post something organically. It's to bring value to the people that are watching it, and to then look at what you're doing and what people are responding to, and create more of that or create less of that, or figure out what you did that you could change or double down on or do better next time. But if you don't show up, you don't have a chance of starting, you don't have a chance of building, you don't have a chance of growing a community. If so, the question was, how can I build an online presence for my small business? And Caswell says, I always show up. You do always show up, Caswell. And, so many more people know who you are because of social media, right? So he is a fantastic example of this. Multi-time town councilor, has won elections for friends, by doing stuff like that, has grown Mesquamacut Beach. Mesquamacut Beach's business, the way that Caswell, for example, has shown up for Mesquamacut Beach time and time again over the last 23 years, has built that into a community organization and a business association that not only helps his business, which is last because he never talks about his business down at the beach, but helps every single other business down at the beach. And the way that the MBA shows up, the way that the Mesquamacut Business Association shows up online really matters. And there's a reason why they have the most Facebook followers out of any tourist organization, any destination in Rhode Island. They have the most, with, I believe, over 120,000 Facebook followers. And there's a reason. There's a reason that people flock to Mesquamacut every year. There's a reason why Mesquamacut has become a family-friendly destination. There's a reason why the drive-in does well. There's a reason why all of that stuff does well. And it's because they show up. They show up online. They talk about what they're doing. They show you what they're doing. They have fun. They talk about when things need to be addressed. They talk about it. And that is a thing that has made a big difference for all of those businesses down there. And the thing is, there's a lot of small businesses, right? And there's a lot of small businesses in Mesquamacut that don't have a huge online presence. And yes, when the sun shines, they make money, but knowing that they're there, knowing that it's a village, knowing that it's a 3-mile long strip and not the state beach, knowing that it's not just the Windjammer and the Andrea and Patty's, knowing all of those things helps every single one of those small businesses. I think there's like 50 to 60 small businesses in Mesquamacut, and each and every one of them benefit from the fact that they show up, that this guy shows up. So that's how you build an online presence. You show up on the platforms that matter at the time. You are honest. You are open. You are valuable to the people that you're going into their feed, right? Nobody wants you to just take up their time. If you're taking up their time with nonsense, and if it's entertaining nonsense and that's your goal, then that is fantastic. That's a whole thing that you can do. But if it is uninformative, if it is not entertaining, if it is just buy my stuff, no one wants to be sold to. Everybody hates being sold to. And building your online presence does not mean getting social media accounts and going, hey, buy my products, buy my products, buy my products, buy my products. That's not going to work. Nobody cares, right? Nobody cares about what you're selling. No one cares about what you're selling. No one cares about any of that stuff. What they care about is how it can help them. How it can help them, how it can help their business, how it can help their family, how it can help whatever it is. So if you can bring value to people while you show up online, that is going to increase your online presence. I highly recommend that if you own a small business and it is a local, either service-based small business, brick and mortar small business, anything like that, still start on Facebook. It is the tried and true. Start on Facebook, join some local Facebook groups, actually be a part of the conversation. This is a big thing when you're trying to build your online presence. Actually be a part of the conversation. Do not sell to people. Do not sell to people. Show up, be a part of the conversation, leave thoughtful, meaningful comments on things that you genuinely mean, and you will start getting your name out there. You will start getting your business's name out there. The people that need your business, the people that need your services, the people that need all of those things will find you if you are there to be found. There's a reason why when the Yellow Pages and the phone book ruled the world, so many businesses were ABC cleaning because they showed up. They were the first. When you opened the phone book, hey, there's ABC blank. I don't need to look anymore. You know, if you are a cleaning company and it doesn't matter what your name is anymore, but if you are a cleaning company and you are leaving thoughtful comments about how beautiful the beach is, I'll use Misquamicut as an example again. You're leaving thoughtful comments about how beautiful the beach is. If you're leaving thoughtful comments about your favorite cup of coffee in town, and all of that stuff, the people that need cleaning services will go, oh, that person's really nice. Maybe I should talk to them. Ooh, you know what? Maybe we need a house cleaner to come in. Oh, you know, my mom's moving to a nursing home. We need to clean this up because we're going to sell her house. These are all things, but you have to show up. If you're not leaving your 2 cents on those comments on other people's stuff, if you're not in those Facebook groups, if you're not posting stuff yourself that is truthful and thoughtful and valuable to others, you are not giving the opportunity for people to find you. So that is my first step in building an online presence, is show up, be genuine, be thoughtful, and do not sell. Build a reputation of who you are, who your business is, what you stand for, and be genuine. Show up and be genuine first and foremost. And then we can get into the other stuff of, okay, how do we place ads? How do we capture leads? How do we get people into our CRM? How do we drive conversions? How do we do all of that stuff? All of that stuff is fantastic, but if you're not showing up in the first place, none of it matters. That's it. You have to show up first. Then you can talk about how, what, why, where, when, strategy. But if you're going to build your online presence, show up, be in front of people, and be genuine, and think about what they need and what they want and what they'd like to hear, and how you can show them that you are who you say you are and you do what you say you're going to do. and do not sell until it's time. And then you will find the people that actually need your product. You will find the people that actually need your service. You will find the people that actually need your business. But if you're trying to build an online presence, you're trying to build brand. And that is going to be more important than just getting on Facebook, getting on Instagram, getting on TikTok, and selling to people. That's not the way to go. So, all right. Well, that is it for this question. Hopefully I answered it. Thank you for sending it in. How can I build my online presence for my small business? We will do these episodes of Breakfast with Ben where we do business over breakfast occasionally. We will do them every morning on 321 Media's social media, but every once in a while on 321 Westerly, we'll do that as well. Tonight, we have a girls' volleyball game for Westerly High School on 321 Westerly. If you've never watched girls' volleyball live, or volleyball live in general, it is very fast-paced. It's very exciting. I love it. It was literally one of my favorite things that we've ever done. Tomorrow morning, we have a visitors day for 321 Connect, which is our free networking group, Networking Made Simple. Visitors Day, Tuesday, October 3rd. That's tomorrow morning at 7:30 in the morning. I will post in the comments the link so that you guys can sign up, or you can just, even better, you can just use that QR code. And if you're watching on your phone, you can just screenshot it and then tap that in your photos and you'll be able to get to that link. It's free to join and we would love to have you tomorrow morning. Come to Visitors Day. And that is it for this. So thank you guys very much. Thank you to Kiefer's Martial Arts for sponsoring this. Thank you to Fresh Cup for starting my day off on the right foot. Can't wait. I had like a 15-minute conversation about soup there this morning. And now I just really want soup. So I can't wait for Columbus Day for them to start bringing soup to their store. And that's it. If you have questions, you can send them in, ben@321.media. And bye for now.
I'm Michael Kiefer. I'm the owner of Kiefer's Martial Arts here in Westerly. We're here to help people. So with kids, yeah, they're kicking and punching and blocking, and they're learning self-defense, and they're getting a workout. Martial arts is physical, but we're also trying to embed those character development lessons into their classes as well. Perseverance and Donald Spirit. We get many referrals for kids that maybe have ADD or ADHD, or kids that are maybe having some behavior problems. And it's not to say I have a magic wand. Those are definitely things that we're going to work on with them. We always have a 2-week trial program. So if anybody's like, oh, that sounds pretty cool, but I just don't know if my kid is gonna like it and I don't want to be locked in, then you do the 2-week trial. I'm going to give you a uniform, a private lesson, and you can come to classes for 2 weeks. So for people that are unsure, that's a great way to go about it.